Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making my predictions for the upcoming 2019 edition of Elimination Chamber. This card on paper to me seems rushed and kind of thrown together. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the 3 weeks since we just had the Royal Rumble, but some of the matches on this card kind of just seem thrown together. I feel like the Women's Tag Team Elimination Chamber has kind of been thrown together too, with the teams on SmackDown just being given opportunities instead of having to qualify with the lack of teams on the Blue brand. And on Raw, the qualifying matches were just random tag teams thrown together losing to already existing teams. The Chamber to me doesn't feel as special as some have in the past, and has me really thinking on how long these women's tag team titles will be around. So with all that being said, we'll get right into the predictions for Elimination Chamber. We'll start things off in the Cruiserweight division, where Buddy Murphy will be defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Akira Tozawa. I think Buddy Murphy retains his Cruiserweight Championship here, with Buddy just retaining his Cruiserweight Championship at the Royal Rumble last month, beating 3 other men, Tozawa being one of them. I think Buddy should keep his title here. I still think all roads lead to Buddy Murphy defending his Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania against some new debuting Cruiserweight who's really big somewhere else. Whether that be Kushida, who's rumored to be signing with WWE from New Japan, or someone big from NXT who they might not have big plans for. All I believe is that Buddy's going to keep his title here and more than likely keep it going into MetLife Stadium for WrestleMania. So now on to our next match, which is a handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship, which will see Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush take on Finn Balor, with Bobby putting his IC title on the line. Now with me believing the rules of this match being whoever gets the pinfall as the Intercontinental Champion, this has me thinking, could Lio Rush potentially get his hands on the Intercontinental Championship? I don't believe so, but I think he'll play a huge role in the finish of this match. I think he's either getting pinned by Balor to lose the title for Bobby Lashley, or he distracts the ref so Lashley does something to Finn that the ref doesn't see that's illegal and Finn loses here. If I had to pick between those, I'm picking the one where Finn gets screwed over here and Bobby Lashley retains his Intercontinental Championship. With Finn Balor just going toe-to-toe with the Beast Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, I think a win for the Intercontinental Championship here completely makes sense, but I see something bigger in Finn's future that doesn't involve the Intercontinental Championship. Yes, I'm going back to what I said in the Royal Rumble predictions. I'm going on this hill to die. I think Finn Balor should take on The Undertaker at WrestleMania. With him being screwed here, he can cut a promo on Monday saying, I went toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar and just came inches away from winning, and then it took 2 men to keep me away from the Intercontinental Championship with nefarious means to do so, and now I want to take on someone with honor, integrity, and one of the legends in WWE, and that's when he could throw out the challenge to The Undertaker. The Demon versus the Dead Man. Now I know I've seen the rumors online where they're saying potentially Undertaker could not have a match at this WrestleMania, but do we really want this year in wrestling for The Undertaker, his lasting match, to be at Crown Jewel where things went awry? Now I know months ago there was the rumors floating out there that Taker would take on Shawn Michaels potentially, but I think Finn Balor, I know this sounds crazy, is a better match for The Undertaker than Shawn Michaels. Those entrances where we get to see the gong and all the smoke and everything, the Demon coming out, taking on the Dead Man, that stare off and everything. And as we saw at Crown Jewel, Shawn Michaels looked a little rusty in the tag match. And with this layoff since Crown Jewel, I don't think things will look too much better. And that's why I think Finn should take on The Undertaker. But now back to our Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Lashley. I think Lio Rush just keeps getting involved in matches until WrestleMania time, and Lashley puts his belt on the line in a ladder match where he takes on 6 other people, or 7 other people. So now on to match number 3, which will feature Braun Strowman taking on Baron Corbin in a no disqualification match, which was just newly added, which this is pretty much just the TLC match we were going to see in December. And just like in that match in December, I think Braun Strowman gets the win here. Heading into WrestleMania, Braun Strowman needs to start getting heated up. He destroys Baron Corbin here, and who knows where this will put him at the Showcase of the Immortals. He could potentially have a match with John Cena, something else, or maybe he'll be tagging with another 10-year-old. All we know is at WrestleMania, Braun Strowman will be in something newsworthy. So now on to match number 4, which will be for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, where the team of Shane McMahon and The Miz put their belts on the line against the Usos. Now I know most people are thinking the Usos are going to take the tag team titles here, but I think the team of Shane McMahon and The Miz are going to keep them for 1 more month. Yes, where they win the match by a weird roll-up or something, or The Miz gets a disqualification, which could then set up for Fastlane, a multi-tag team match where they then lose the belts to set up their match for WrestleMania. Yes, I know they could do it right now, but I think 2 months of Shane McMahon and The Miz building up a WrestleMania match is going to get annoying. I think 1 month is a lot better than 2. And I think the match at Fastlane would be Shane McMahon and The Miz defending the belts against The Bar, the Usos, and probably the New Day get in there. And then they lose the belts somehow, and then they're off to the races for the next month. So now on to match number 5, which is a match I don't know if many people have heard about, but it's Ronda Rousey defending her Raw Women's Championship against Ruby Riott. Yes, with all the craziness surrounding the Raw Women's division for WrestleMania, where 2 of SmackDown's top women's stars have jumped over to Raw to challenge Ronda Rousey, with Becky Lynch and Charlotte now over there, and Becky being suspended, seems like WWE's overly overlooking this match. Usually when they do this, you think, oh, the champ's losing, but that's not going to happen here. Ronda's keeping the belt and she's going to WrestleMania and defend it in a triple threat match. So don't hurt yourself thinking of a prediction for this match. Let's do what Mike Francesa says here.
Peter, use your noodle here.
So now on to our first of 2 Elimination Chamber matches. This one will be for the new women's tag team titles, and it'll feature Nia Jax and Tamina, the Riot Squad, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, the Iconics, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and Naomi and Carmella. So going into these new titles, I want a team that's actually been together for a long enough time to win these, not some newly formed team. So that means Naomi and Carmella, you're out here. Now that leaves me with 5 teams. So now we have the Riot Squad, which would be Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan here. I pretty much think with the Riot Squad in this kind of match, they don't have Ruby, they're not going to win. So that means to me, the Riot Squad are out. Next are the Iconics. I feel like the Iconics, if they won, would be quick champions right now, and I don't think that's how the first reign for these titles should go. So right now, I think the Iconics won't be walking out of the Elimination Chamber with the women's tag team titles. Now we're down to our 3 best options. The team of Sasha Banks and Bayley, Nia Jax and Tamina, and Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I think this comes down to the team of Sasha Banks and Bayley taking on Nia Jax and Tamina at the end. And I think with the way things have currently been looking on Raw, where Bayley's just going at it in all these matches because Sasha wasn't cleared because she was hurt, and they would just take her right out of matches right away, that Sasha Banks gets the win here for her team, and her and Bayley walk out the women's tag team champions. If we look at this as a weird year for Sasha Banks and Bayley, they were essentially put together for these tag team titles a year ago, where they had a little split in between, but then they got put back together because they had to be together for some reason. Why did they need to be together? There was no women's tag team titles at the time. Why did they have to stay together? And that's for this moment right here where they win the tag team titles. And then they go on to potentially have a great match at WrestleMania, where I think they could be defending these tag team titles against Trish Stratus and Lita, who could make a return. Or maybe the Bells make a return. Now on to the men's chamber, which will be for the WWE Championship, which will see the Planet's champion Daniel Bryan defending his title against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Kofi Kingston, who's taken the place of Mustafa Ali. Now with Randy Orton coming in number 6, I don't think he's winning. I think the final 2 in this match are going to be Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. Kofi's running the gauntlet on Tuesday, and everyone's showing him the respect, and the announcers really putting over his performance. I think he's going to have a great run in the chamber, just like Seth Rollins did last year after he put on his hour-plus long performance. And I think there'll be a great story there at the end where Daniel Bryan, who's having people stop wasting things, wants to stop throwing garbage out and have sustainable things, versus the guy who's part of a team who launches pancakes into the crowd before every match. And with Kofi getting the pin on Daniel Bryan in that gauntlet match, I think Kofi's going to be taking the pin here, and Daniel Bryan retains his WWE Championship. There really wasn't much thinking into this. There's no huge WrestleMania plan in my mind for Daniel Bryan or anything. The one thing that really makes me think Bryan's gonna win here, he just got a new title. That new hemp title, why would they waste all the time to get that they probably had a motion for Bryan to have it for a month, if that. Daniel Bryan's gonna hold on to this and show up in New York with that hemp title. It's made of wood and everything else. That New York is dirty and bad, and we need to get things sustainable like this WWE Championship. That's mine, and everyone can learn from me because I'm sustainable and I'm the planet's champion, and every day I hold on to this belt is another win for the planet, and that's why I think Daniel Bryan's going to hold on to the WWE Championship. So that'll do it for my 2019 Elimination Chamber predictions. Leave your thoughts about Elimination Chamber in the comment section below, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel and want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.